9-point harness. Grandpa, get your ID. Shortly, because, ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime.
You're listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast.
Welcome into another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. It's the Sweet 6 of the tracks we cover. Plus, Sprint Invaders kicked off their season finally. Results from the Marshalltown Speedway, starting with Mod Lights. Picking up the win, the 1 junior, Justin Kenderconnect. Second to Randy Bryan in 64. Third was Jason Madagarb in the 41. Massengarb, excuse me. Fourth was the Z50 of Joel Huggins. Fifth was the 48G of Austin Gray. Brian Ziem in the 46Z was sixth. Joel Padilla in the 11P was seventh. Jacob Copley in the 55C was eighth. John Batron in 96 was ninth. The 171 and 10th was Brandon Freeberg. Clayton Hodge, Clayton Hodge, excuse me, in the 52 was 11th. 12th to 2 of Jason Toppenberg. 13th was the 4G of Ben George. 14th was the 99KX of Derek Knudsen. 15th was the 11 of Dustin Ford. 16th, the 18M of Chelsea Ladini. 17th was the 5 of Michael Dominguez. Rick Graves in the 135 was 18th. 19th, the 70 of Alex Eichshed. The 20th was the 20th credit. The wrestler did not finish. Credited with 20th was the 71W Matthew Wise. And 21st was David Bailey in 14. In the sport mods, your winner was the 01 Braden Carter. Second, the 53 of Logan Herbie Anderson. Finishing third was the 222 of Ryan Gilmore. Fourth was the 25 of Travis Peterson. Fifth, the 64 of Vern Jackson. Sixth, 16 Kalen Lopez. Seventh, the K3 of Kyle Wilson. Eighth, the 57K of Ryan King. Ninth, the 193 of Josiah Taylor. Taylor Bass was 12th in the 105. Will Wolf in the 68 was 11th. Chance Titus in 4 was in 12th. 13th, Thomas Wood in 77. Steve McLaughlin was 14th in the 7. The 128B of Kurt Spimes was 15th. The wrestler did not finish or did not start. Credited with 16th as it did not finish was the 35 of Connor Smith. 17th did not finish was Isaac Malicote in the 11. And did not start but credited with 18th the 19J and Janae Gustin. In the hobby stocks, they had to run the B main. So before we give you the feature, let's give you the B main results. Top 4 transfer. Your winner was BJ Rogers in 37. Jordan Fisher in 52 was second. Darren Desorte was third. And fourth and final transfer was Aaron Elliott in the 18A. They were followed by fifth was the 14L Lucas Smith. Sixth was the 21P of Shane Palmer. Seventh, Kalen Scurring in the 19. Mark Heilbaugh was in 64H was eighth. And ninth, Preston Marigold in the 75P. So in the actual A main, the winner was the 4W John Watson. Second, the 47SW Sam West. Third, the 2G of Bradley Graham. Fourth, the 11B of Solomon Bennett. Fifth, the 22 of Seth Butler. Sixth, the 12K of Tyler Knudsen. Jordan Fisher came from the B up to 7th in the 52. Luke Sluter in 35 with 8th. 9th, the 11K of William Kosterman. 10th, the 39G of Jeremiah Andrews. 11th, the 1K of Tom Killen. 12th was Blair Kriegel in the 17K. The 4X of Gary LaFons was 13th. Darren Duarte was 14th and 47. 15th was 40 SC of Scott Ellis. 16th, the 17X of Ben Newhouse. 17th was the 47X of Raymond Fees. 18th was the 55X of Cody Vanderwalt. The rest did not finish. Finished starting with 18th or 19th, the 29 of Jake Nelson. 20th, the 37 of BJ Rogers. 21st, the 14T of Mitchell Thomas. 22nd, 17 Andy Pack. 23rd, the 18A of Aaron Elliott, and 24th, the of Adam Timmerman. In the stock cars, your winner was the 99D of Damon Murdy. Second was the 93 of Michael Jeanette. Third was the KR1 of Caden Reynolds. Fourth, the 1 of Austin Kaplan. Fifth was the 5A of Tyler Pickett. Sixth was the 3W Jeff Wallum. Seventh, the 14C of Lita Roden. Eighth, the 19J of Jay Schmidt. Ninth, the 4 of Scott Rice. 10th was the 77 of Toby Talk. Brett Mosdom in 55X was 11th. Trey Akers in the 6th was 12th. Scott Bailey was 13th in the 14th. Jeff Byers was 14th in the 16th. The rest did not finish. 15 credited with 15th was the 37 Jason Rogers. 16th, the 37X of Kylie Rollins. 17th, the 8 of Josh Capetta. Austin Evans in the 80 was 18th, and 19th, the 94 of Steve Meyer. In the modifieds, your winner was the 69 junior Jonathan Logue. Second, the 4T of Tim Ward. Third was the 05 of Paul Nagel. Fourth was the 10K of Uncle Lon Lorenzen. Fifth, the 99X of Dalton Murray. The 111 of Ethan Broxma was sixth. Tanner Black in the 44T was seventh. Eighth, the 5G of Gat Latram. Ninth, the 19 of Jimmy Gusson. 10th, the 2 of Nick Meyer. 11th, the 3W of Garrett Wilson. 12th was the 43S of Scott Simonovich. Kelsey Foley in the 44K was 13th. In the triple threes, Rob Sharapata, it was 14th. 15th, the 40RC of Rod Clement. 16th, the 5 of Jason Morehouse. Jimmy Cruz in the 70 was Ian. 17th. 18th was Chris Wilkie. 19th, it did not finish, Brett Ramsey. The rest did not finish. 19th was the 12 of Brett Ramsey. 20th was the 3Z of Randy Havlik. Theodore Harrell in 27 was 21st. 22nd, the 2Z Zach Rawlings. Dustin Canoeing in the 56 was 23rd. 24th was the 48J of Jacob Murray. And finally, the Sport Compacts. Your winner was the 9 Cody Saban. Second, the 33K of David Kimmel. Fourth, the 31D of Blake Driscoll was third. Fourth, the 02 of John Gill. Fifth was the 80M of Mark Smith. Sixth, the 65C of Colton Stewart. Curtis Masterson was seventh in the 16. Matt Miller in the 29 was 8th. 9th, Tyler Feeblecorn in the 61F. 10th, Noah McKean Bracken in 13T. 10th, 11th, 22R, Danny Robertson. Zachary Clayhorn was 12th in the 14Z. 13th was the 15 of Ali Ritchie. And did not start credited with 14th was John Scurry in 21. Over at the CJ Speedway, we'll start out with the modifieds. Picking up the win was the 127 of Drew Jensen. Second, the 30M of McGuire DeYoung. Third was the 88 of Jerry Brown. Jonathan Houston was fourth in 42. Fifth, the 22 Brandon Banks. Sixth, the 40 of Dakota Simmons. Seventh was the 7 of Blaine Webster. Eighth, Anthony Gus in the 9G. Troy Philpott in the 11B was in ninth. 10th was Barry Dugan in the 21B. Jerry Reese was 11th in the 2R. The 4U, Jason Bear, was 12th. 13th was the 32 of Kyle Madden. 14th was Brian Bushlong in the 85. Mark Bortorth was 15th in the 03B. 20th was Danny Brow. Was 16th to 20th Danny Brow. And 17th, John Combs in the 07. In the stock cars, your winner was Josh Fisher in the 77. Second, Dustin Vish in the 20V. Third, the 08S of Rod Stats. Fourth, the 10G of Dustin Griffiths. Fifth, the 656 of Kenny O'Donnell. Sixth was Kurt Kensley in the 21M. Seventh was the 44 Tad Payne. Eighth, Austin O'Donnell in the 56S. Ninth was Ian Huff in 49. The IB 25 of Shane Richardson was 10th, and Matt Pickney in 27 was 11th. In the sport mod, your winner was the 117 of Dylan Van Wyk. Second was the 29 of Colton Lizzie. Third, Brandon Schulteis in the 29B. Fourth was Travis Thibodeau in the 13. Fifth, the 99 of Kyle Boyd. Fifth was the 51 of Mike Clausen. Sixth, Andrew Lundry in 96. Eighth was James Chesmore in the 7J. Michael Bear was 9th in the 15. Shane Wright was 10th in the 9. Richard Hallibert was in the 14th, was 11th. 12th was the 16 of Joel Payne. 13th was the 42 Tyler Heckert. 15th was Trey Rogg in the 7T. The 75R of Joe Roller was 15th. Todd Hansen was 16th, the 9T. Scott Brow in the 26 was 17th. And 18th, Nick Uppel in the 5A. In the hobby stocks, your winner was Aaron Martin in 73. Second was Cody Staley in 55. Third, the 9 of Ryan Craven. Fourth was Trevor Tanner in the 37T. Fifth, the 1R Rick Van Dusseldorp. Sixth, Cale Hemsley in the 88H. The 6 XP of Preston McDonald was 7th. Luke Phillips in 33 was 8th. John Irwin was 9th in the 43J. 10th was the 12 of Mike Kincaid. 11th was Randy Lamar in the 4R. Ryan Havel was 12th in the 0. 13th was Jacob Floyd in the 14J. 14th was James Pokington Pilkington in 22, and did not start but credited with 15 Jared Miller in 17M. The Sport Compacts. Your winner was Shane Barnes in the 26X. Second, the 27Z of Cody Staley. Third was Justin Stevenson in the 94X. Fourth was Garrett Porter in the 746. The 69JX, William Michael was fifth. Sixth, Caleb Gacy in the 20C. Tim Scarenhorse, it was seventh in the 63. Levi Gacy in 69J was eighth. Ninth, Ashton Blaine in the 24A. The 4R of Spencer Rodine. Alex Hayes in 23H was 11th, and 12th was the 17 of Darren Smith, and 13th and did not start was Brock Whitman in 68. Over at the Knoxville Raceway, we'll start with the 410s. Quick time was Justin Henderson at a 15.627. Second quick, the 8 of Aaron Reitzel is 15.700. Third quick was the 2 of Lynn Jeffrey as 15.708. Fourth quick was the 25 of JJ Hankel at a 15.803. Fifth quick was the Austin McCarl, the 88, the Dirt Racing Podcast driver, for 15.821. Sixth was the 83 junior, Kerry Matson, at a 15.860. Seventh was Ayrton Jetton in the 3 at a 15.861. Eighth was the 2KS of Ryan Giles at a 15.901. Ninth was the Dirt Racing Podcast driver 20 AJ Moeller at a 15.945. 10th, the 3P of Sawyer Phillips at a 15.956. 11th, the 27 Carson McCarl, another Dirt Racing Podcast driver, at a 15.972. 12th, the 09 of Matt Jewell at a 16.034. 13th was the 49 of Josh Schneiderman at a 16.075. 14th quick was the 44 of Chris Martin at a 16.096. 15th was the 22 of Riley Goodnow at a 16.156. 16th was the 2 of Davey Heskin at a 16.239. 17th was the 56 of Joe Simbro at a 16.308. 18th was the 7 Taz of Tasker Phillips at a 16.315. And 19th, the 7W of Dustin Salvage at 16.316. 20th, and welcome this driver back after 2-year absence, Thomas Kennedy in the 21K at a 16.317. 21st, the 5T of Presley Trutzen at a 16.408. 22nd, the 14T of Tim Estenson at a 16.474. 23rd, the 76 of Nate Mills at a 16.507. 24th, the 15 of Dirt Racing Podcast driver Bobby Weitzer at a 16.631. 25th was the 7B of Ben Brown at a 16.749. 26th was the 12 of Tyler Durkee at a 16.815. And 27th, the 9H Landon Hansen at a 17.649. He raced one went to Ayrton Jetton. Second to Justin Henderson. Third, Josh Steinerman. Fourth, Davey Heskin. Fifth, J.J. Hinkle. Sixth, Sawyer Phillips. Seventh, Tim Estenson. Eighth, Ben Brown. And ninth, Dustin Salvage. He raced 2 looked like this. Your winner was Carson McCarl. Second, Aaron Reitzel. Third, Austin McCarl. Fourth, Ryan Giles. Fifth, Thomas Kennedy. Sixth, Tyler Drucke. Seventh, Nate Mills. Eighth, Chris Martin. And ninth, Joe Simbro. And heat race number 3 went to Austin McCar or Linton Jeffries. Second, Matt Jewell. Third, Kerry Matz. Fourth, Tasker Phillips. Fifth, Riley Goodnow. Sixth, AJ Moeller. Seventh, Presley Truton. And eighth, the Bobby Meitzer. And ninth was credited with ninth was Landon Hansen. In the feature, your winner was Austin McCarl. Second was Kerry Matson. Third, Aaron Reitzel. Fourth, Eric Jetton. Fifth, Justin Henderson. Sixth, Lenton Jeffries. Seventh, Carson McCarl. Eighth, J.J. Hinkle. Ninth, Sawyer Phillips. 10th, Matt Jewell. 11th, Davey Heskin. 12th, Riley Goodnow. 13th, Josh Schneiderman. 14th, Thomas Kennedy. 15th, Tasker Phillips. 16th, Ryan Giles. 17th, A.J. Moeller. 18th, Chris Martin. 19th, Tim Estenson. 20th, Dustin Salvage. 21st, Nathan Mills. 22nd, Presley Chuchin. 23rd, Tyler Durkee. 24th, Ben Brown. 25th, Bobby Meitzer. Credited with 20. These two cars did not start, but credited with 26, Joe Simbro. And 27th, Landon Hansen. Matson led 1 through 16. Austin McCarl led 17 through 20th. And Sawyer Phillips was the hard charger. In the 360s, your quick timer was the 24 T-Mac Terry McCarl, another dirt racing podcast driver at 16.343. Second was the 40 of Clint Gardner at 16.476. Third, the 8 of Aaron Reitzel at 16.875. Fourth, the 4W of Jamie Ball at 16.601. 15th, the 53 of Joe Beaver at 16.617. 6th, the 70 of Calvin Landis as 16.626. 7th was the 24 N of Nathan Mills at 16.672. 8th, the 22 Ryan Levitt at 16.773. 9th was the 99 of Tony Ross at 16.778. 10th was the 22K of Caleb Johnson at 16.798. 11th was the 4 of Cam Martin at 16.807. 12th was the 9 of Chase Randall at a 16.821. 13th was the 9M of Ricky Montgomery at a 16.870. 14th was the 5M of Colin Moyle at a 16.883. 15th was the 22X of Riley Goodnow at a 16.885. 16th quick was the 7C of Devin Klein at 16.902. 17th, the 5A of Alex Vandervoort at a 17.016. 18th, the 33 of Alan Zhu at a 17.219. 19th was the 83 of Austin Miller at a 17.292. 20th, the 1A of John Anderson at a 17.568. 21st, the 2 of Jason Bullops, 18.329. 22nd, with no time, was Jacob Dykstra in the 5D. No time was the 49 Josh Timerman in the 23rd. And disqualified for not going to the scale. The 11B of Ben Woods was in 24th. Heat race 1 went to Caleb Johnson. Second, Terry McCarl. Third, Devin Klein. Fourth, Jamie Ball. Fifth, Nathan Mills. Sixth, Jacob Dykstra. Seventh, Ricky Montgomery. And eighth, Austin Miller. Heat race number 2 went to Alex Vandervoort. Second was Clint Gardner. Third, Ryan Levitt. Fourth, Colin Moyle. Fifth, Cam Martin. Sixth, Joe Beaver. Seventh, John Anderson. And eighth, to Josh Schneiderman. Heat race number 3 went to Riley Goodnow. Second, Aaron Reitzel. Third, Tony Ross. Fourth, Chase Randall. Fifth, Calvin Landis. Sixth, Alan Duke. Seventh, Jason Billups. And credited with eighth, and it did not start, was Ben Woods. Your feature event looked like this. Your winner, Aaron Reitzel. Second, Clint Gardner. Third, Terry McCarl. Fourth, Caleb Johnson. Fifth, Chase Randall. Sixth, Joe Beaver. Seventh, Calvin Landis. Eighth, Riley Goodnow. 9th, Ryan Levitt. 10th, Nathan Mills. 11th, Tony Ross. 12th, Jamie Ball. 13th, Cam Martin. 14th, Devin Klein. 15th, Alex Vandervoort. 16th, Jacob Dykstra. 17th, Austin Miller. 18th, Alan Zoot. 19th, John Anderson. 20th, Jason Billups. 21st, Colin Moyle. 22nd, Ricky Montgomery. 23rd, Josh Schneiderman, and credited with 24th as it did not start was Ben Woods. Reitzel led all the way 1 through 18, and the hard charger was Randall. In the pro sprints, your quick time was a 44. Scotty Johnson at a 17.329. Second, the 0 Mike Mayberry at 17.587. Third was the 41 at Jeff Wilkie at a 17.587. Fourth, the 17X of Tyler Grindike at a 17.592. Fifth, the 71 of Brandon Warrington at a 17.669. Sixth was the 17 of Matt Allen at 17.770. Seventh, the 99 Matthew Seltzer as 17.795. Eighth was the 81 E Eric Bridger at 17.821. Ninth, the B29 JJ Beaver at 18.106. 10th, the 02 as Josh Jones at 18.179. 11th was the 14J Mike Johnson at 18.208. 12th was Cade Higdane 24 at an 18.313. And 13th was 12P Ryan Evertall with no time. He race 1 went to Mike Johnson, 2nd Brandon Warrington, 3rd Matthew Seltzer, 4th JJ Beavers, 5th Scotty Johnson, 6th Jeff Wilkie, and did not start but credited with 7th was Ryan Nevital. He race number 2 went to Cade Higday, 2nd Mike Mayberry, 3rd Eric Bridger, 4th Josh Jones, 5th Tyler Grindike, and 6th Matt Allen. In the feature, your winner was Mike Mayberry, 2nd Tyler Grindike, 3rd was Matthew Seltzer, 4th was Scotty Johnson, 5th Mike Johnson, 6th Brandon Warrington, 7th Eric Bridger, 8th Matt Allen, 9th Cade Higday, 10th Jeff Wilkie, 11th Josh Jones, 12th JJ Beaver, and credited with did not start in 13th Ryan Nevertall. Grindike led 1 through 3. Mayberry led 4 through 15. The hard charger was Mayberry. Over at the 34 Raceway on Saturday night, we'll start with the sport mods. Your winner was Jason Ashton, the 3J. Second, the 57 of Barry Taft. Third was Justin Stevenson in the 94X. Fourth was Larry Miller in 24M. Tim Scoundhurst in 63 was in fifth. Sixth, Shane Vanseel in the 22R. The 11D of David Prim was seventh. Eighth, Caleb Gacy in the 20C. Chadwick Poland was ninth in the 10C. Tyler Korowski, it was 10th in the 68. The 7H of Ryan Moore was 11th. Ethan Prim in the 11E was 12th. Levi Gacy was in the 69J was 13th. Noah Kaiser was 14th in the 8K. 44 Wayne Cumby was 15th. And Luke Freezy was in car 9 was 16th. In the stock cars, your winner was Dustin Griffiths in the 10G. Second, the 3D Jason Cook. Jeremy Punt in 52J was third. Fourth, Kurt Kensley in 21M. Fifth was Chad Krogmeyer in the 12. Sixth was the 75 ounce of Austin Kepper. Seventh was the IB25 of Shane Richardson. Eighth with the 06 of Jerry Jensen. And ninth, Ray Raker in the 07. In the sport mods, your winner was Logan Herbie Anderson in 53. Second, the 01 of Braden Carter. Third, the 117 of Dylan Van Wyk. Fourth, Adam Brick in the 112. Nicholas Postfesta in the 20 was 5th. Matt Tucker in the double zero was 6th. AJ Turnier was in the 14 AJ was 7th. Trey Rock was in the 17 was 8th. 9th, Will Wolf in 68. The 557 of Barry Taft was 10th. 11th was Brandon Lambert in the 14L. The 14 of Bob Kalman was 12th. Dayton Scanfish in the 6B was 13th. Rick Warmer in the 1X was 14th. 15th was Tom Lathrop in the 8. 16th, Sean Wyatt in the 12S. Tyler Scoopy in the 17th. Scroop in the 3T was 17th. Brent Ames in the 57 was 18th. 19th, Quentin Shelton in 54. 20th was Travis Hartman in 37 3T. And the 42 of Tyler Hecker did not start but credited with 21st. In the modifieds, your winner was Chris Zog in the 9Z. Second was Danny Eckridge in 50. Third, Austin Becerra in 22. The 127, Drew Jensen was 4th. Mark Bortorth was 5th in the L3B. 6th, Daniel Fellows in 11. 7th was Dennis Levine in 71. 8th was Jared Brown in 88. 9th was the 7 of Blaine Webster. 10th was Kyle Madden 32 XP. Jared Fuller when the 110 was 11th. Jordan Fuller in the 33 was in 11th. 12th was Jaden Fuller in the 26J. Mitch Bowles was in the 4B was 14th. 15th was Shane Richardson, the IB 25, excuse me. The 16th finisher was Chad Gilbertson in the 409. Cole Hemerson was 17th in the 52H. Chase Roth in the 8R was 18th. 19th was Creston Williams in 43. 20th was Levi Smith in the 19J. And did not start but credited with 21st was Bill Roberts in the 5R. Sunday night, 34 was back in action. We're going to keep the Sprint Invaders separate as we'll go through those results. But in the limited modifieds by the HART series, it was Sean Wyatt picking up the win. They had 7 cars. In the mini haulers, Brian Tips in 20 was your winner. Second, Tucker Richardson in 28. Third was the 95 of Tim Wagner, excuse me. Jared Rubel in the 82 was in 5th. 6th, Don Wood in 41. 6th to Jacob Rubel in the 82 junior. Credited with 7th as it was Sheldon Brockett in 74. Dwayne Ronner in the 141 was 8th. And Jeff Brockus in the 10 was credited as did not start with 9th. Welcome to the new kids on the block. It's the 20th season of Sprint Invaders, and they finally had their first race over at the 34 Raceway. Let's take a look at their results. In the heat race, picking up the win was the 35 Jamie Ball. Second, the the 40 of Cody Worley. Third, the 28 of Luke Bernardi. Fourth was the 5A of Alex Vandervoort. Fifth was the 11 Colton Fisher. Sixth, the 11T of Dugan T. And seventh was the 83 of Austin Miller. Heat race number 2 went like this. Paul Nieheiser in car 50 was your winner. Second, the 49 Josh Nyman. Third, the 99 of Brett Triplett. Fourth, the 78 of Kaylee Gars. Fifth, the 41 of Noah Samuel. Sixth was the 14 of Aiden Zoot. And seventh was the 7A of Jack Anderson. Heat race number 3, your winner was the 44 Chris Martin. Second, Dale Tom Lenz. Third was the 81 of Tanner Gebhardt. Fourth, the 21 of Devin Wignall. Fifth was the 2A of Austin Archdale. Sixth was Dustin Clark in the 16. And Gage Polsterback was in car 5 with 7th. Heat race number 4 went to the 51A of Ryan Jamison. Second, the 4 Cam Martin. Third, the 7 of Trevor Lee. Fourth, McLean Richards in 31. Fifth, Chase Richards in the 4X. Daniel Burquest in the 6 was, or in the 9 car was 6th. And 7th was the 9R Chase Randall. And then they took the points in the top 16 or top 16 went to the A main automatically, and then there was called the Shake-Up Dash, which helps starts the lineup, and then you draw a number. So say I won and I draw the 3 pill, I'd start third. That's what the Shake-Up Dash is called. Neat concept. So picking up the dash, your winner was Ryan Jamison. Second, Chris Martin. Third was Josh Schneiderman. Fourth, Luke Venardi. Fifth, Paul Nieheiser. Sixth, Jamie Ball. Seventh, Tanner Gebhardt. Eighth, McLean Richards. And then the B main took 4 to the back of the A. Chase Randall, your winner. Dugan T, second. Austin Archdale was third. And fourth and final transfer was Noah Samuel, followed by fifth, Alex Vandervoort. Sixth, Dustin Clark. Seventh, your Burnquist. Eighth, Austin Miller. Ninth, Chase Richards. 10th, Aiden Zoo. 11th, Jack Anderson. And 12th, Gage Polsterback. And then the feature, your winner and we'll say the hard charger if you're counting at home, was Chase Randall picking up the win. Second, Paul Nieheiser. Third, Chris Martin. Fourth, Ryan Jamison. Fifth, Josh Schneiderman. Sixth, Cody Worley. Seventh, Jamie Ball. Eighth, Kaylee Gars. Ninth, Cam Martin. 10th, Colton Fisher. 11th, Brett Triplett. 12th, Dugan T. 13th, Luke Venardi. 14th was Devin Wignall. 15th, Trevor Lee. 16th, Tanner Gebhardt. 17th, Tom Lenz. 18th, Daniel Burquist took a provisional. 19th was Noah Samuel. 20th, McLean Richards. 21st, Austin Archdale. Lap leaders was Nieheiser 1 through 9. Martin led 10 through 21. And Randall led 22 through 25. The KSC, the hard charger, and it was Randall, of course. The mystery spot award $50, so 75 went to Chase Randall. If you are curious, 50 for the mystery spot was Gebhardt, and then another mystery spot was the Double J Steakhouse, $50 mystery spot to Jamie Ball. Other contingencies, DMI to Luke Venardi. Brown and Miller Racing Solutions went to Brett Triplett, and Saldana Racing Products went to Cam Martin. They'll be back in action to make up for last week's event at Lee County this coming tomorrow night. You can always visit for more information, sprintinvaders.org, or look us up on Facebook. Racing action for the rest of this weekend till Wednesday. Over at the Marshalltown Speedway, your classes will be Mod Lights, Sport Mod, Hobby Stock, Stock Car, Modified, and Sport Compacts. Over at the CJ Speedway, it will be Hobby Stock, Stock Car, Sport Compacts, Sport Mods, and Modifieds. Over at the 34 Raceway, it will be 305 Sprints, Modified, Sport Mods, Stock Cars, Mini Haulers, and the Dirt Late models. Over at the Knoxville Raceway, it'll be the 410 Sprints, 360 Sprints, Pro Sprints, plus the makeup from April feature for the 410s. Over at the Southern Iowa Speedway on Wednesday night will be your non-wing sprint cars, the Sport Compacts, Hobby Stock, Stock Car, and Sport Mods. This has been another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. Until we see each other next week, be sure and go check out your local dirt track. See everybody again next week.
Thank you for listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast with Marshall Hain. Follow us on Twitter at Dirt_Podcast or on Facebook at the Dirt Racing Podcast.